easy way for somebody to get into real estate and get their feet wet is do direct to seller marketing, like we just mentioned, find a deal, get under contract, and then wholesale it to buyers like us or other people that want to close on it and rent it out or do fix and flips. Broker relationships, working with other real estate agents, real estate brokers and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to dive into that a bit.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the brokers within commercial real estate, I would say. So the minute that you go above 4 units, typically it's called commercial within multifamily, and you have the rules start to change. You have brokers that might have pocket listings, which, might have an off-market deal in residential, things like that, but it's a lot less common than multifamily space. Usually single family, residential, primary residence, things like that are going to go to the MLS, going to get broadcast out there. Broker, multifamily space, commercial side, you'll see pocket listings, meaning that broker has the sale of the property in hand through the seller, and then they go off market, and find a buyer. And benefit to the broker is that they get both sides of the commission.
Yeah, huge upside. And to take a step back, not to interrupt you, but even on the residential side, at least in Nebraska and Omaha, for example, the Department of Real Estate, I don't know if it's Department of Real Estate or Realtor Association, somebody, I think it's Department of Real Estate, more or less outlawed residential realtors from having pocket listings. When you get a listing, you can market that within your brokerage only, but you can't market that outside your brokerage. You got to put that on the MLS right away for everybody to view. So before it gets to MLS, however many agents are in your office, you can show it to them, and they can show it to their buyers. But now there's rules and guidelines saying, hey, as soon as you get this listing within X amount of hours, more or less, you've got to put this on the MLS, which, going to what you were just saying, is not applicable in the commercial space.
Yeah,
not yet.
Absolutely. And so there's that kind of nice little pocket of opportunity, really. If it hasn't obviously been broadcast, there's not the exposure. It's only the network that broker has. So maintaining that relationship, and a broker, for instance, trusting you, knowing that you can close, has confidence, they're coming to you. And on top of that, so it starts there from a business perspective, but then a relationship perspective. If they like you, they want to do business with you, they're going to come to you. They'll say, hey, we had beers last week and I want to give you this deal. I got one pop.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's right up our alley. Sweet spot for us. Perfect. So building and maintaining and nourishing those relationships has been a big asset to us. I mean, we, through one broker, has helped build our portfolio within the state of Iowa.
Yeah.
They have, she has come to us with off-market deals that fit our mold and have done well for us, extremely well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so you think about that and maintaining those relationships. They're out hunting, finding deals. Piece of the puzzle is sourcing deals. And so you get a good deal and the rest kind of falls into place. You set yourself up for success when you're buying at a discount, buying to know that you can add value and you're in turn going to be able to sell it. So huge asset there.
Absolutely.
And then, it kind of makes you think about how we find some of these relationships. How do we go and source some of these brokers, build rapport, relationship? Again, takes time. We've seen success through networking events, a lot of networking events, just shaking hands, kissing babies. But that really hasn't been an asset. And then just fostering that relationship, building, seeing, checking in every once a quarter minimum, keeping top of mind, and it's vice versa. It's a symbiotic relationship again, that in turn is always a good partnership.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They know that you're going to close, and that's a big piece in the multifamily space, really big piece in real estate in general.
It helps them get listings or helps them get leads from sellers, is them coming to the seller saying, hey, I've got these buyers that they bought X amount from me. They're looking for more. What you have fits what they're looking for. So why don't you sign a pocket listing? Why don't you sign a listing with me? And now that broker got that pocket listing based off the relationships they have with us and other buyers.
Yeah. And be careful with brokers and real estate agents as well. There's a lot of bad ones,
A lot of knuckleheads.
Small amount of good ones. And shout out
Absolutely.
to the good ones.
Yes.
Appreciate the great ones.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. But just be wary of, there are a lot of frogs out there, and you got to kiss a lot of them to find that prince. So, in the end, just be careful and really do your due diligence to understand what have they sold this year.
Absolutely. Great question to ask. Yeah.
If they're not doing any deals that year, you probably don't want to spend your time, fostering that relationship. Go find the one that is doing it.
Yeah. Right? Absolutely. Yeah.
The other one that we've seen success with is building relationships with wholesalers. And their entire business model is find deals at a discount, sell it off to investors.
At a discount. Yeah.
And move forward, right? So those of you that aren't familiar with wholesalers, but they'll find a property, put it under contract, go find a buyer that wants to take this over. They don't want to take on that project. Usually they're sourcing too many deals to take that on, and they'll sell and make the aggregate of what they sell it off to you. Now you pick up that purchase contract, and now you're buying the property.
Yeah, which is also an easy way for somebody to get into real estate and get their feet wet, is do direct to seller marketing like we just mentioned, find a deal, get under contract, and then wholesale it to buyers like us or other people that want to close on it and rent it out or do fix and flip. So
you're right.
It's definitely
a great way to get into real estate
with no money
down, other than just time, energy, whatever you're putting into. If you're using a dialer, what the dialer would cost, but it is a minimal cost, and you can really build your portfolio that way.
Absolutely. Yeah.